Ever wondered if the whispers you hear in locker rooms and the questions you ponder in private actually hold the key to a healthier, more vibrant life after 60? It's a topic that often feels off limits, like a secret handshake you were never taught. But what if I told you that something as natural as frequent ejaculation could be a surprisingly significant factor in your well-being as you navigate your golden years? Imagine this. Frank, a retired accountant at 65, felt a creeping sense of inevitability. His energy levels weren't what they used to be, and the spark with his wife, Carol, seemed to flicker more than blaze. He'd accepted the narrative that aging meant a slow dimming of all things vital, including his sexual health. He figured those days were largely behind him, a chapter closed with his retirement papers. Comment 1 if you think this topic is worth discussing, or 0 if you think it's not that important. But Frank stumbled upon some information, not from his doctor during a routine checkup, mind you, but from a source willing to pull back the curtain on this often shrouded aspect of men's health. He learned that the very act his body was designed for might be working as a silent guardian, a built-in system he'd unknowingly been neglecting. See, for too long, society has painted this picture of men over 60 as if they should politely tuck away their sexuality alongside their golf clubs and gardening gloves. It's a harmful misconception, a quiet thief that not only robs men of pleasure but, and this is crucial, potentially deprives them of significant health benefits. Are you with me? Type 2 in the comments to let me know you're still watching. Think about it. When we objectively examine the science, we start to uncover some truly mind-blowing connections. We're talking about links between regular ejaculation and things you probably care deeply about. Prostate health, keeping your mind sharp, boosting your body's defenses, and even potentially living a longer, more fulfilling life. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about some aggressive, hypersexualized ideal. It's about understanding the nuanced truth that lies between outdated taboos and modern pressures. Some old traditions whispered about conserving sexual energy, while others encouraged regular release. Today, we're cutting through the noise with what the evidence suggests. Take, for instance, the well-known Harvard study that followed tens of thousands of men. They found a significant correlation between frequent ejaculation, we're talking about 21 or more times a month, and a lower risk of prostate cancer. That's a staggering 31% reduction compared to those who ejaculated less often. While this study included men of all ages, it certainly raises an eyebrow about the potential benefits for our demographic. However, and this is where the research gets a little hazy, the specific optimal frequency for men over 60 is still an area where more dedicated research is needed. This is a crucial gap, isn't it? We need more studies specifically focusing on this age group to truly pinpoint what works best. But the prostate is just the tip of the iceberg. Consider Arthur, a 72-year-old widower who found a renewed sense of vitality after embracing a more active sexual life. He noticed not only an improvement in his mood, but also felt more mentally agile. Could there be a connection? Emerging research suggests there might be. The release of endorphins and other neurotransmitters during sexual activity can have profound effects on mood and even cognitive function. Have you ever felt a sense of clarity or relaxation after? Share your thoughts in the comments. And what about your body's ability to fight off illness? Our immune system is vital, especially as we age. Interestingly, studies indicate that moderate sexual activity can actually give your immune system a boost. We're talking about potentially higher levels of important immune cells. It seems our bodies are designed to benefit from this natural function. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Am I too old for this? Could frequent ejaculation drain my energy? What about my heart? These are valid concerns, and we need to address them. First off, you're likely not too old. Sexual health doesn't come with an expiration date. Society's harmful misconceptions often push that narrative, but your body's potential for intimacy and pleasure can extend well beyond 60. As for energy, it's true that the post-ejaculatory period can bring on a sense of relaxation, sometimes even fatigue. For men over 60, this refractory period, the time needed to recover, often does lengthen. Trying to push past your body's natural rhythm might lead to diminishing returns. Instead, it's about working with your body. Maybe mornings, when testosterone levels are naturally a bit higher, are a good time for you. Or perhaps you find different patterns that suit your energy levels best. Still with me? Drop a yes in the comments to let me know you're tuned in. And the heart. This is a big one. The good news is that for most men, the risk of a heart attack during sexual activity is relatively low, about 1% of all heart attacks. Think of it this way. The exertion is often comparable to climbing a couple of flights of stairs. If you can do that comfortably, sexual activity is likely manageable. However, if you have any existing heart conditions, it's absolutely crucial to have an open conversation with your doctor. So, what's the magic number? How often is frequent enough? The truth is, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer. What works best for you will depend on your individual health, any medications you're taking. Some can indeed affect sexual function, your relationship status, and simply your personal preferences. The key is mindfulness and adaptation. Listen to your body. Don't force anything. As we age, things might feel a little different. Arousal might take a bit longer. Erections might not be as rock solid as they once were, and that refractory period might be more noticeable. These are normal changes. Don't see them as signs of dysfunction, but rather as your body communicating with you. Think about using lubrication. It becomes increasingly important as we age due to natural changes in tissue elasticity. A good quality, water-based lubricant can make a world of difference in comfort and pleasure. And let's not forget the power of those pelvic floor muscles. Regular Kegel exercises aren't just for women. For men, they can improve ejaculatory control, enhance orgasm intensity, and even support prostate health. It's like giving those vital muscles a little workout. Temperature also plays a role. Your testicles function best at a slightly cooler temperature than your core body temperature. So, maybe ease up on those long hot tub sessions right before intimacy. Creating the right environment is also key. Privacy and psychological comfort can significantly enhance your experience. Find a space where you feel secure and relaxed. Removing performance pressure is huge. Focus on pleasure, not on achieving some arbitrary goal. And don't be afraid to explore. Variety can keep things exciting and responsive to your changing body. Maybe try different types of touch, explore new erogenous zones, or even incorporate sexual wellness devices designed for older adults. Let's talk about masturbation. It's not just a fallback. It's a valid and beneficial sexual practice in its own right. It can help reduce stress, improve sleep, relieve pain through the release of endorphins, and keep things in working order, even if you don't have a partner or your partner is unavailable. Remember Frank, the accountant? He started incorporating some of these ideas into his life. He began paying more attention to his body, making sure he was staying hydrated, and even tried some gentle pelvic floor exercises. He and Carol started having more open conversations about their needs and desires. It wasn't about chasing some youthful ideal, but about finding a rhythm that worked for them now. And that Harvard study we mentioned? It wasn't about hitting some magic number every month. The takeaway was that regular ejaculation seemed to offer protective benefits. For you, that might mean several times a week, or it might mean a few times a month. The consistency often matters more than the absolute frequency. It's about finding a sustainable rhythm that feels natural for your body and your lifestyle. Consider also the role of nutrition. Certain nutrients like zinc, L-arginine, and antioxidants are vital for sexual health. Think about incorporating foods like pumpkin seeds, watermelon, berries, and dark chocolate into your diet. And remember that simple tonic we mentioned earlier: pomegranate juice, apple cider vinegar, ginger, cayenne pepper, and maca powder. While not a miracle cure, many men have found it beneficial for overall vitality. Hydration is also surprisingly important. Seminal fluid is mostly water, so staying adequately hydrated can impact its volume and consistency. Aim for around 64 ounces of water a day. And don't underestimate the power of gentle movement. Simple exercises like hip circles, knee-to-chest stretches, and pelvic tilts can improve blood flow and nerve sensitivity in the pelvic region. Finally, remember that your journey is unique. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's about empowering yourself with knowledge and making choices that align with your overall well-being. So, what's the call to action here? It's simple. Start the conversation. Talk to your partner if you have one. Talk to your doctor. And most importantly, talk to yourself. Pay attention to your body, listen to its signals, and embrace your sexuality as a vital part of your health and well-being, no matter your age. If you found this information valuable and want to explore more topics like this that often go undiscussed, please consider subscribing. we delve into the aspects of healthy aging that truly matter, helping you live a more informed and fulfilling life. Join our community today.